Alrighty folks, so the idea here is to follow the old Ghan railway line all the way through to Oodnadatta. Now basically the history of the old Ghan is back in 1878 the South Australian government had a dream and they put that dream into action that they were going to build a railway north. Now it took over 10 years for them to reach Oodnadatta, and it was pretty hard going back then out here. There was a group of workers, including a pile of Afghan workers, that got to work on the railway, and pretty harsh conditions out here, and you can see that there is nothing for miles, so it would have been pretty horrible at times, I reckon. And yeah, it would have been at least another 30 years before that railway line reached Alice Springs. So pretty interesting history on the old Ghan. We're going to stop in and have a look at a few things along the way. And if you want to know how the Ghan got its name, basically they put an expensive sleeping car onto the train back in the day, and the only person to ride it on its first voyage was an Afghan worker. So the chief engineer at the time, basically as an up yours to the establishment, nicknamed it, basically said that if he's the only person on the train, then this must be the Afghan Express. And the rest, as they say folks, is history. So come along for the ride. We're going to check out all the old bits and pieces, sightings as much as we can, because that was the whole point of coming up the Oodnadatta. And yeah, another bucket list item for me. So looking forward to seeing what's out here. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, so first point of interest is what is written as the Curdimurka siding, railway siding. So yeah, cool. And as you can see, the railway line goes through here. Yeah, it's pretty cool that the line's still here. It's great to see this stuff just left out here for us to be able to enjoy, come out and have a look at. But yeah, this is the old railway line. Stretches out there for as far as you can see and keeps going up there. I'm guessing that's an old water tank or something so they could fill the steam engines up. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's go and read what this place is all about. So Curdimurka Old Ghan Railway Heritage Trail. Curdimurka siding dating from 1888 is the last remaining station yard of significance left intact on the Old Ghan Railway, and includes station yard, water treatment plant, tower and associated water tank, Fettlers' cottages and nearby Stewart Creek Bridge. This 433 metre long plate girder bridge is located a kilometre west of Curdimurka and is the second longest bridge on the former Ghan line. It was built in 1887-88 and is on the register of the National Estate and on the State Heritage Register. So there you go, it's pretty cool. Some old bits and pieces from the line, and we'll take a walk through here and see what's in here. Oh, there's some old passengers still stuck in here. Well, can't you get the door open, mate? It's got no knob.
I turned the knob and got all excited.
Oh wow. It looks bigger on the outside.
Not real big in there. Perspex, mate.
Perspex? I reckon they might have replaced those.
Way of the Pioneer.
I bet you that one just looks like the other one, does it?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Except this one you can get out the door.
Oh, you can get out the back door on this one. And someone left the door open.
Nice little backyard to maintain. A few thousand acres. You'd have a bastard of a time mowing the lawn.
Yeah, I don't think it grows very well though. Not a lot of water out here. Alright.
There is this bloody great tank up there.
The bridge is about 1 kilometre away apparently. That is pretty cool. I think that was built back in 1888 and it's still standing. There's a lot of water in here. So yeah, that is pretty cool. It's a bit softer, eh?
Right, walk further out there.
Yeah, I've walked on the edge over there. There we go. That is pretty cool. Bit rusty down the bottom. A few ducks in the river up there. That is awesome. This is as far as we can go. There's a gate. Oh, you got round it. Don't let anybody see you. It's a safety gate, mate. Not allowed past that. Bit of 80mm RHS from 1948. It's still pretty solid.
If that, you can see through it.
And another point of interest along the track. Now the track runs really close to the road here. This is called Margaret Siding. Not much left of this one. The small cottage would have been home to the Fettlers, the gang of men who maintained the railway track. So here you go. Looks pretty cool. I love these old buildings. I love stopping and looking at these things, especially something that's as historical as the old Ghan Railway. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. There's not much left of this one, and there's not much out the back.
Where's your education vet?
What's the matter with him?
He hadn't heard of fettlers before.
Oh, okay.
You know, fettlers, they work with steel, they build rails.
I'm educated, mate. I have a real job.
You have a real job?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You work for yourself, you moron. I'm on holidays getting paid. You're losing dough.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so literally I am standing where the railway would have come through, so can't really see it through here. Yeah, alright, on to the next one. I believe is called the Bubbler. So apparently, according to Gary, the water that comes out of there is over 1 million years old, so we'll go and check that out. Alrighty, so here we are at the Bubbler, string of springs. So I would show you the signs, but someone's graffitied all over them. So no one's graffitied on that sign. Have a bit of a boardwalk here. No camping out here. No picking flowers. No dogs. No cats. So, right, seems a bit of a walk along the boardwalk. So probably have to speed this up for you. Yeah, it's bubbling. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. There you go, that's why they call it the bubbler. Obviously I didn't see if it was warm. Yeah, it is. It's not hot, but it's not cold. It's reasonably warm. That's pretty cool. And this is the view from the top of the boardwalk. Obviously sees a lot of water because it's a bit green out here. It's not green anywhere else but around here. The road in here hasn't got much going for it, but yeah, never mind. Well, that was pretty cool. See that bubbling up out of the ground. It's yeah, as Gary said, he reckons he read up that the water that comes out of there is over 1 million years old, so well past its use by date, I would imagine. All right, we are heading back out onto the Oodnadatta track. This was about 4 kilometres off the track, so not too far to go in, but yeah. Alright, next stop is Coward Springs for lunch, I believe. We'll go in there. I've got my lunch in the oven, but the boys will want to buy a feed. And yeah, we'll have a look around there. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, we are now at Coward Springs. $3 for a day pass, $18 you can camp here overnight. Day pass gets you access to all areas, including the little spa bath. So just had some lunch, and yeah, we shall go and have a look around, eh? Okay, so it's about this point in the trip where the microphone on this camera started to develop some issues, so I do apologise for the crackly audio. Oh, fancy meeting you here.
A couple of scones and a coffee. Strangest people at the strangest places.
Pretty cool place. What'd you have?
Hey, scones.
Scones?
Scone, mate, they're lovely. Those date scones are highly recommended.
Best scones for hundreds of kilometres?
Well, thousands of kilometres, but they were actually seriously good scones. Surprisingly good.
Alright, let's go and have a wander around. And this was all part of the Ghan Railway, yeah?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Another stop along the way?
Coward Springs is actually a date farm.
A date farm?
A date farm.
Where you can go and get a date?
Apparently. You know, like why you grow dates in the middle of the flipping desert, I have no idea, but apparently it works for them. So.
All right, let's see what's around this place. Oh, it's not as warm as you think it would be.
No. I was going to say she's been in and she said not that warm.
Once you're in, it's quite nice.
Go on, guys, jump in, mate.
Not a
like,
chance.
I'm used to the artesian balls being really warm.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's cool too.
Yeah, but this is nice. So, anyway, it's nice to have a dip.
This is the engine driver's cabin.
Okay. Clearly my way was shorter.
Please keep both doors closed. How are you supposed to get in? Yeah, that made a lot of difference. Turn the light on and wait for 15 minutes for it to heat up. Coward Springs, a real oasis.
Yeah, see so.
That's it. A couple of old Commodore seats. I don't like Commodore seats to me. book exchange.
There we go.
Book exchange. It is remarkably cool in here. So, yeah. Alright, that's Coward Springs done and dusted. Not a lot there, it is a camping ground. As I said, $18 a head, but there's a couple of things to look at. Worthwhile stopping in to have a look at the spa and a few bits and pieces. So they're using old railway line here as speed humps to come in and out on. So, yeah, it's only just off the highway, so it's not like it's a massive drive in. Yeah. Alright, next stop is camp apparently. It's about 40 kilometres from here, but given you can only do about 80 along this road, because it's pretty cut up in some places. So, a few corrugations, but not too bad. There's a couple of ordinary spots on it, but apart from that, it's not too bad at all. So, alright, we're going to hit the Oodnadatta track for another 30 odd, 40 odd kilometres for today, and then we'll be in camp. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, just came across another old siding, Beresford Siding, I think this one's called. It's got another old building on it and a water treatment plant, so we'll have a quick look at it. There's a few people at this one, so I won't do much filming, but yeah, they're all look pretty much the same, these buildings. I guess they were all built the same, but here we go. Beresford Bore. No plaque for this one, but there's a big dam too just behind us that we drove around the wall of the dam, and over there behind me there is the water treatment tower. So yeah, it's a shed out the back. Still standing, just by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm guessing the inside of this probably looks the same as the other ones. Yep, pretty much, but unfortunately walls are full of graffiti. I don't understand why people need to write their names on these walls. Just leave it alone, God. Oh. Alright, well if there's no more between here and camp, then next stop should be camp. But we'll see how we go. Didn't see this one on the map, so it's just I saw it in the distance, saw the water tower in the distance, so I thought, oh, there's another one over there, let's go and check it out. So we did. Alright, see you at camp. Alright, I lied again. Just before camp, we've come across the Strangways Springs, which is apparently also a telegraph station. So here it is. Well, that's not it, that's the sign that tells you all about it. So, and a weird gate to go through. Obviously stopping something. Not 100% sure what. Not sure what that gate's supposed to stop, but you gonna be right getting through there?
Probably not. Look at that.
Oh, easy.
Shit, if I can get through anything.
This is part of Anna Creek Station. There you go. Anna Creek Station, the largest cattle station in the world. So there you go, that's something you didn't know. Not sure how far this walk is, but we'll have a look. Yeah, so it said about allow an hour from the car park basically, but we walked in about 5 minutes, and yeah, here's all the ruins here. There's lots of old buildings here. That one there behind me, there's another one in front of me, one over there to the right. Kitchen built for the pastoral station, extended during the overland telegraph era. This one here just says Smithy. Yeah, it just keeps going all the way up through there. Don't know if this was just one big building or a front wall with structures inside, but looks, yeah, pretty cool. Looks like a bit of a boundary wall going through there. Old telegraph pole over there. And there's another old building over here. Even look at the old window frames, so you can tell how old it is. It's a wool shed, there you go, that's why it looks so big. Wool sheds are big. Yep, keeps on going. Alright, yeah, well worth the walk in. There's a couple of hiking trails you can do here. It does say allow about an hour, but yeah, it took us 5 minutes to walk in off the car park. So yeah, alright, maybe the next stop will be camp, who knows. Alrighty, so here we are, finally made it to our camp, and here is another one of the glorious bridges along the old Ghan railway. I can't remember the name of this creek, it's on a signpost back there, but for now, camp is set up, so it's cheers from me. Oh, and yeah, another one of those bridges stood the test of time. Look at it, pretty well made. Straight across the creek bed. A few sleepers left on it, but apart from that, there's not much left on top of it. But the structure itself is still here, including the concrete footings. So we'll just work our way up the top. Here we go. I daren't try and walk on that because that's a fair old drop down. So there you go. That's pretty cool. And I'm walking along the old railway line now. There's bits of old rail. Still a bit of rail there. There's bits of old rail down there. A few old spikes lying around. But apart from that, there's the mound that I'm walking on, which you can see in front of me. We are camped over there, and the Oodnadatta track is over there. Alright, I'm going to enjoy a few of these. Try and avoid these flies. Probably download the day's footage and then we'll get the fire cranking. Not sure if I'll film much more this afternoon, but if I do, I'm sure you'll see it. Alright, cheers guys. Good morning guys. As you can see, we have left camp. Casual out of camp this morning. Mind you, it's 20 to 9, so I keep looking at the WA clock. It says 8 minutes past 7. So eventually we will get back on WA time, but not today. We're going to get into the Northern Territory yet. So yeah, it'll be a few days before we get back to WA time. So the plan for today is we are heading towards Oodnadatta. So we are going to stop in at William Creek. The boys are going to freshen up, grab some stuff from the bar there. Ben wants some stickers. I need to get some water because I'm low on water. There's water available, drinking water available at William Creek, and it's free. So if ever you're calling past there, but you know, drop in, do your dues, pay some money to the establishment, buy a beer, buy a meal, donate to the Royal Flying Doctors, something like that, and use their facilities. So yeah, got a spectacular, well hopefully a spectacular campsite set up for tonight, and yeah, I'll let you in on that probably when we get there. So back on the Oodnadatta track now, heading north. I'll tell you what, it is a bit chopped up, so it doesn't take much water out here to make the track really slippery. It's dry at the moment, but you can see evidence of it being particularly wet at times when people have driven it. So we're going to come up to a spot just near William Creek that we went through yesterday. I'll show you what I mean. It was pretty chopped up. We thought, wow, if this is what it's like here, what's it like the rest of the way? But yeah, it's got some bits down south of William Creek that were a bit chopped up. All in all, mostly it's not too bad. There's just a couple of spots here and there where you just got to have your wits about you. Alright, when we get to that spot, I'll let you know. And yeah, should be a good day. Alright, cheers guys. Alrighty guys, well, we do apologise. I promised that I'd stop and show you that chopped up bit of road, but I came into reception and thought I better ring my wife because I haven't spoken to her for quite a few days. And completely drove past it. So I do apologise, but yeah, it was pretty chopped up. Basically, there was one track down the middle, and either side of that track was just snaking wheel ruts. So when the road gets a bit wet, it obviously gets very treacherous, hence why they closed this track the first sign of any rain. So yeah, it was a pretty chopped out section of road. I wanted to get it on film, but never mind. It's all good. I'm sure there'll be another bit in the next 198 kilometres or whatever it is to Oodnadatta. So, but while we're out here, it's just look out here. It is so barren. It is so remote. There's just nothing out here apart from William Creek behind us. The next signpost said Oodnadatta, so there's not much out here at all. And it just goes to show how harsh it would have been back in the day when they built the old railway line. Can't see much remnants of it through here, but occasionally you get a bit stick up, and there's a few points of interest along here. But yeah, it's pretty harsh country out here, and legend has it that sometimes the train would not be able to get through due to weather conditions. When it does rain out here, it rains and parts of it become impassable, and there were times where the train, due to weather, breakdown, whatnot, could be stuck in places for up to 2 weeks. And story goes that the crew used to resort to shooting game to keep the passengers fed because they would run out of supplies. So yeah, there's some interesting stories going around about it. Whether they're all 100% true is another story. But yeah, interesting things. There's some old telegraph poles just to my left. You can't see them obviously because the camera's pointing at me. But, some old signs and some bits and pieces. But yeah, it's pretty barren country out here. But, yeah, I'm loving this drive. It's what I love to do. Get out and about and have a look at the history of the country. It's fantastic. All right, that's enough of me rambling on about a lot of nothing. So. We'll see you at the next point of interest. Alright, first point of interest we've seen this morning, and probably a magic little campsite, this one. Another one of the Ghan bridges. Now the railway line dacked right in off the track for a while there, but it's now back running alongside the Oodnadatta track. So another one of these bridges. This is pretty long, this one. So there we go. And that's a bit of a campsite there. So yeah, pretty cool. Don't know if it's got any sleepers left on the top of it, but she's pretty solid steel, this stuff. Over what, 140 years old? Magic. Just trying to see if the steel's got any markings on it. It has, but let's have a look. Shelton. Thought it might have been good old BHP steel, but it says Shelton. It might have some affiliation with BHP. Who knows? But yeah, the creek bed looks pretty dry. It's got plenty of wheel tracks through it, so people have driven through it. Yeah. Awesome bridge. We'll take a walk up the top. Not a sleeper to be seen. Look at that, the only places you actually see trees around here are along the creek beds. Apart from that, there is nothing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what else we can find.
It's you and I, becoming what we idolize. It's you and I, and we can live forever like such a dream. It's you and I, oh, the naked night. It's burning bright, everything's inside, nothing to hide behind. We can be immortal.
Alright, so here we are at one of the biggest points of interest, the Algebuckina Bridge. It's supposed to be the longest span bridge in the southern hemisphere at the time. Not sure if it still is, but yeah, some history in this place, a lot of water in that river. And yeah, pretty awesome bridge. Look at that, Gary's up there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll go for a walk up there and have a look. Alright guys, that is it for this episode. Make sure you tune into the next one where we head to Oodnadatta and the Northern Territory. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers guys.